picked ones. What I'm about to say might shock or surprise you. If you're watching this video right now, it's not by chance that God brought you here. Something powerful is about to happen in your life. Love is coming into your world that will change everything. Yes, you read that right. The love you've been praying for is no longer just a distant hope. It's moving into your life in ways you never could have imagined. This is not merely an emotional bond. It's a divine, transformative love that will elevate your life to unprecedented heights. As a chosen one, you're poised to encounter a love that will fundamentally alter your identity, causing things to unfold in ways that will leave you in utter amazement. But you need to know how this love works so you can fully align with its powerful energy and completely experience it. Be open to this change before we dive into this life. Changing the message. Stop the video for a second and do these 3 things. Press the like button. Please subscribe to help us. Please help us reach 5,000 subscribers and leave a comment. This will send a strong signal to the universe that will make this video more powerful. Remember that if you are truly a chosen one, you will watch this video until the end, because deep down, you know this message is meant for you. If you're not ready to accept this truth, you might not make it to the end. But if you do, your life and heart will never be the same. Let's dive in. You are about to experience a love that will transform everything. Relationship problems often start with the people in the relationship fighting with the things that make them unique, like high standards, desire, and a spiritual. Others may admire your strength, but the intensity of your purpose can make them feel inadequate or threatened. Your inner drive may make it hard to find someone who can match your energy without feeling threatened or inadequate. Those who are chosen often have to deal with huge expectations. These expectations don't just come from other people, they also come from within. Sometimes, staying true to your mission can make love and connection feel like afterthoughts. This can make you feel frustrated and alone because love doesn't feel like a priority. But the real challenge is realizing that love is still possible. You just have to find a partner who respects and supports your mission. When you find that person, love becomes a partnership that supports both of your highest aspirations. On the one hand, having high standards shows that you're dedicated to personal growth and spiritual excellence. You know what you deserve and won't settle for anything less. This is admirable. It keeps your heart safe from shallow connections and helps you stay true to your higher purpose. On the other hand, these high standards can get in the way of love. You may find yourself constantly searching for someone who meets all your criteria, someone who shares your passion, intellect, and vision for the future. However, it's important to remember that no one is perfect, and if you set your expectations too high, you may unintentionally exclude someone who, despite their imperfections, could still provide you with the love and companionship you require. The key is to learn to embrace imperfection while it's important to maintain your standards. It's also important to be open to the subtleties of love. Sometimes the person who doesn't appear perfect on paper is precisely what your life needs. True love often grows through compromise, understanding, and mutual respect, not strict standards for the chosen ones. A lot of the time, the quest for perfection is more than just a personal goal. It turns into an obsession. Whether it's in your career, your spiritual journey, or your personal growth, the desire to be perfect can take over every part of your life. You may feel like there's always more to do, improve, or prove, but looking for perfection, it can be exhausting to try to be perfect, especially in relationships. If you're a perfectionist when it comes to love, you might find yourself overthinking every exchange and scrutinizing every moment. This can make it challenging to connect with your partner because you might be too focused on making sure everything is perfect to enjoy the real connection. The constant pressure to be perfect can also create an emotional distance, making your partner feel like they're always failing to meet your standards. Accepting that love isn't perfect is the key to getting through this. The beauty of relationships lies in their messiness, their uncertainty, and their ability to grow. Accepting your flaws helps you grow a love that is real, raw, and deeply changing. A chosen one's mission is what drives them, but it can also make relationships very tense. People with a strong sense of purpose are often very focused and determined, sometimes to the point of ignoring everything else. They may devote themselves fully to a cause, mission, or vision that appears to transcend life, but in the process they might unintentionally alienate their partner as they perceive themselves as rivals for your attention with something far more significant than themselves. This single focus can lead to misunderstandings because your partner may feel ignored or unimportant. They may wonder why they don't seem to matter as much as your purpose. The imbalance between your mission and the relationship can make both of you feel frustrated or alone. To fix this, you need to find balance. While your purpose will always be important to you, love needs attention, patience, and understanding. By taking time to nurture your relationship, you give your partner the chance to support your mission without feeling overshadowed by it. People who are emotionally draining to chosen ones often end up with them, whether they mean to or not. These relationships can leave you feeling drained, emotionally and spiritually, whether it's with a friend, family member, or romantic partner. Emotional drainers can drain your energy, leaving you with little to give. This happens because chosen ones tend to give so much of themselves. Their love is unconditional, their compassion is boundless. But people who want to take without giving can sometimes take advantage of this. Emotional drainers often don't know how much they do to others, leaving you to carry their emotional burdens. Setting clear boundaries is important for protecting your energy. You have the right to say no when someone's vitality is draining you. Learning to put your own well-being first is also important, and being around people who inspire and empower you will keep your energy strong. Some people seek your kindness, energy, or resources, not because they care about you. These people usually hide their true intentions behind love or friendship. But deep down, their plans are very different. From purely recognizing toxic motives is important for keeping your mental health and making sure you don't give more than you receive in toxic relationships. They often start out subtly, and you may feel like you have to always satisfy others. You may feel resentful over time but not fully understand why. These people take advantage of your energy without giving anything in return, leaving you feeling emotionally empty. Trust your intuition and recognize when something doesn't feel right. Stay true to your values and don't be afraid to leave relationships that drain you. True love isn't about giving until there's nothing left. It's about mutual support, respect, and growth. One of the most important things about the chosen one is that they are independent. They possess the ability to stand independently and place a high value on their independence. But while independence is a good thing, it can also make relationships harder. It's possible for partners to perceive you as self-sufficient and distant from them. Being self-sufficient might convey the message that you don't require anyone, potentially leading others to feel inadequate. The challenge here isn't to give up your independence, but to find a balance between being independent and being emotionally available. The right partner will support your independence while also giving you the companionship, affection, and connection you crave by being willing to share your vulnerability. Independence is an important part of who you are, but emotional connection is just as important in a relationship. Your chosen one may not want to ask for help because they think it shows weakness or that they can do everything themselves. Instead of doing everything alone, Love is about building a connection where both partners can support each other. The tension between self-sufficiency and emotional connection often arises when one partner feels neglected and the other feels overworked. In order to achieve equilibrium, individuals must learn to relax and acknowledge the need for support during challenging times. Emotional closeness isn't a sign of weakness. It's what makes a relationship last. Accepting your weaknesses and allowing others to assist you can lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection that nurtures both your spirit and your heart. As a chosen individual, you may often feel compelled to compromise your expectations in relationships, particularly when you're experiencing loneliness. There are times when your desire for connection can make you wonder if your standards are too high, or if you're being too picky. This can make you want to settle for a relationship that doesn't quite meet your soul's needs just to avoid being alone. However, lowering your vibration to meet someone else's needs can have serious consequences. If you lower your standards, you may start a relationship that doesn't fit you. This can leave you feeling unhappy, drained, and disconnected from your true self. Your standards show how valuable you are, and lowering them could lead to relationships that don't match your heart. True, love never asks you to lower your standards. It asks you to stay true to yourself and your better self. Your ideal partner will meet you where you are and never ask for less. Holy Spirit. One of the most important parts of being a chosen one is having integrity. Being true to your spiritual beliefs, values, and true self creates an unseen magnet that draws people who are like you. When you stay on track with your spiritual path, the love you attract will be based on trust, respect, and being yourself. The world's chaos can easily overwhelm you, particularly when you strive to conform to societal norms or expectations. However, if you remain authentic, you radiate a powerful energy. People who share your values will attract you and give you spiritual love. Integrity doesn't mean giving in. It means respecting each other's growth and truth. When you choose to walk your path with integrity, you make room for love that inspires, uplifts, and feeds. The best partner will be someone who supports your spiritual growth and pushes you to be the best version of yourself. The love of a chosen one is unlike any other. It is deep, unconditional, and powerful. When you love wholeheartedly, without any doubts or reservations. This kind of love goes beyond simple affection. It heals, empowers, and transforms. However, your love can be overwhelming, and potential partners may not understand how much you care or are willing to give. This can cause confusion or even fear in potential partners who aren't used to such a deep connection. While your love is a gift, it needs to be shared with someone who can handle its intensity. The key to navigating this kind of love is to find someone who can do the same. The right partner will not only understand how deeply you care about them, but they will also meet you where you are, open and vulnerable. Unconditional love is strong, and when shared with the right person, it can change many people's lives. It's easy to give love to others, but it can be hard to receive it. This is because you may feel uncomfortable or undeserving when someone loves you. This is often because you think you should always be the giver and never the receiver. But love should flow both ways for a relationship to thrive. Both partners should give and receive equal amounts of love. It is an important part of healing to learn how to accept love, because it gives you energy and makes you feel good about being cared for in return. In order to experience greater connection and emotional intimacy, you have to let yourself receive love. Accepting love is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are worthy and deserve to be loved just as much as you love others. The chosen one often has to deal with being different. You possess unique traits, skills, and abilities that set you apart from others. You should be proud of these gifts, but they can also make you feel alone because other people may be scared or even threatened by how unique you are. This can make it challenging to make close relationships with other people. Sometimes it's challenging to find people who really get or value your skills. A lot of people may respect your strength, intelligence, or spirituality. Depth, but they may also feel insecure or inadequate in comparison. This dynamic can lead to feelings of loneliness, as it seems like no one can truly meet you at your level. However, your uniqueness is not something to hide or downplay. It is a part of who you are, and it is what makes you powerful. When you find someone who truly sees you, someone who embraces your exceptional qualities rather than feeling threatened by them, you will experience a love that is rich, deep, and transformative. At the heart of every chosen one's journey is the quest for the right love. The kind of love that will not only support you, but will also transform your life in ways you never imagined. The right partner is not someone who completes you. They are someone who complements you, who challenges you, and who encourages you to grow. When you find the right person, everything shifts. Your purpose becomes clearer, your passion more intense, and your soul more aligned with the universe. Love becomes a catalyst for transformation, driving you toward your highest potential and creating a partnership that feels both divinely guided and deeply fulfilling. To find the right love, you need someone who accepts you as you are, cares about your spiritual journey, and wants to grow with you. This love is more than just a relationship. It serves as the cornerstone of your life, transforming everything. Here are 10 more intriguing headings with detailed and emotionally powerful paragraphs to add to the depth of the content. These will continue to explore themes of the chosen one and the transformative nature of love, while adding a personal touch and emotional richness for the chosen ones. Old wounds, whether from a bad relationship, a traumatic event as a child, or an emotional scar, can feel like chains that prevent you from fully accepting the love you deserve. These events can make you deeply afraid and hesitant about love. The weight of your past might make you doubt your own worthiness or feel untrusting of others. These unresolved wounds can build walls that make it difficult to make the deep connections you want. Healing these wounds isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want to make room for the kind of love that changes everything. You have to be willing to face your past, accept the pain, and start the process of emotional recovery. This process could include therapy, self-reflection, or just giving yourself time and space to heal. It's important to remember that your past doesn't define you and shouldn't affect your future relationships. Healing itself is a powerful act. Take back your power. When you let go of the emotional baggage from your past, you make room for love that isn't tainted by old fears and limited beliefs. There is a lot of true love, in a place where you aren't stuck in the past and are instead open to new, more real experiences. You can give and receive love without any restrictions as you heal and begin to see yourself in a new way. You realize that you deserve love that honors your spirit and aligns with your purpose. This change will bring the right people into your life, those who love you for who you are today while respecting your past. This kind of love has the power to change everything. The people you attract often reflect your inner state. If you are full of self-doubt or fear, you might attract people who do the same. On the other hand, when you are at peace with yourself and aligned with your highest truth, you are more likely to attract a partner who shares your sense of inner harmony and strength. The energy you put out in the world directly affects the relationships you attract. This mirror effect does more than just help you find the right person. It also shows you areas of yourself that you may need to work on in order to have healthier relationships. For instance, if you keep getting together with people who are emotionally unavailable, you might want to think about whether you are also avoiding emotional intimacy or not fully letting yourself be vulnerable. Whether your relationships are positive or negative, they reveal areas in your life that require improvement. The positive news is that you can change the energy you send out into the world by changing the way you talk to yourself and focusing on your self-worth. This will help you heal old hurts, love yourself, and grow spiritually. The people you meet will reflect these positive changes in you. This mirror effect is a strong way to change things. You learn that everything starts inside you. When you understand this link between your inner world and your relationships, you feel like you have a lot of power over your love life. By taking care of your emotional health, you can change your relationships from being a reflection of your fears to being real. Respect, love, and growth for the chosen one. Love is more than just being with someone. It's about building a sacred partnership with a shared purpose. When two individuals unite with a common mission, their love transforms into a potent force capable of propelling both parties to unprecedented heights. It's not enough to love. You must work together to improve the world. In this kind of love, both people must be deeply in sync. Chemistry and shared interests aren't enough. The relationship must also be based on a common set of values, goals, and visions. Whether the mission is spiritual, professional, or personal, a partnership with a common goal can help both people grow in ways they could never do on their own. The beauty of a sacred partnership is that it lets each person fully express themselves. People can be themselves while also working towards something bigger. This creates a place where both people can evolve and grow together, helping each other through struggles and successes. This is love in this context. When you find a partner with whom you share a deep sense of purpose, you experience a love that is not only fulfilling on a personal level, but also enriching on a spiritual level. This sacred partnership becomes a force for change, not only in your lives, but in the world around you as you are chosen. It's natural to want control over everything, especially relationships. You may have a clear picture of what your ideal partner looks like or how you think your love life should go, but love doesn't always go in the way you expect. In fact, the most profound and life-changing experiences often come from letting go of what you know. Giving in to love means letting go of rigid standards and being open to the idea that something amazing and unexpected is happening. It means believing that the universe has a plan for you, even if you can't always see it. Your true love may be unexpected, but it will push you to grow and discover new parts of yourself. Giving in to love allows you to relinquish control and embrace the beauty of uncertainty. This doesn't mean being passive or letting things happen on their own. It means believing that love will happen when and how it wants to. When you trust, you open yourself up to the kind of love that brings you joy, freedom, and deep fulfillment. If you're willing to let go of fear and control and embrace the mystery of the journey, surrendering to love brings you a joy that is unlike any other. When you surrender, love becomes a force of liberation, filling your life with unexpected blessings and a sense of divine harmony. Insecurities are a normal part of being human, and for the chosen ones, these fears can feel amplified by the weight of their unique path. They may fear that they are too different, too intense, or too much for someone to handle. These fears can build walls around their heart, making it hard for love to come in. But love can heal even the deepest insecurities if they approach it with trust and vulnerability. Love doesn't require perfection, it simply requires authenticity. I see. Insecurities can melt away when you find someone who accepts your flaws, celebrates your strengths, and loves you unconditionally. You can freely express yourself in this loving environment without worrying about judgment or rejection. Love's power lies in its ability to offer acceptance and reassurance. When you're with someone who truly loves you, you start to see yourself in a new way. Your flaws stop defining you and become part of your story, the puzzle pieces that make you uniquely you. As you open yourself to the love that heals you, you will feel a profound shift inside you. A sense of freedom and self-empowerment replaces the fear that once held you captive. Freely given and received love can heal insecurities and allow you to be fully yourself. This is an undeniable truth about love. It comes when it's right for many chosen ones. This can be one of the hardest lessons to learn. You may feel ready for love and want to share your heart, but it seems elusive. You may struggle with impatience or doubt, wondering why the right person hasn't come into your life yet. But divine timing is an important part of the journey. Love can't be rushed or forced. It comes when both you and your future partner are ready to give the kind of love that goes beyond superficial affection. Before that happens, trust that your life and the universe are preparing you for your true love. Have faith, be patient, and know that love will come when you are ready, not in the way you expect, but in the way you need. You can't control when or how love comes into your life. When the right person finally comes along, you'll understand why everything happened the way it did. Love that comes in divine timing is always the most profound because it fits perfectly with your journey and your soul's deepest desires. Have faith in the process. It's going exactly as it should. Heartbreak is one of the worst things that can happen to anyone, but opening your heart again after being hurt is especially hard. Emotional scars from past relationships can make it challenging to accept new love, leaving you with doubts, fears, and hesitations. The courage to love again is one of the most powerful ways to heal your heart. Even though it hurts to remember the bad feelings, every breakup teaches you something important about yourself and what you want in a relationship. You can become a stronger, more self-aware person by accepting your past heartbreak as a step toward greater wisdom and emotional maturity. To love again, you must first forgive yourself and your ex-partner. Forgiving them frees your heart from the weight of resentment, letting you open yourself up to new possibilities. Bitterness or fear can't grow love. It needs to be open and vulnerable. Finding the courage to love again allows new experiences to enter your life, guiding you closer to the love that will genuinely transform you throughout the healing and opening process. Your heart is a victory. You are no longer defined by past pain, but by the power and resilience that let you fall in love again. Before you can fully love someone else, you have to love yourself first. Get to know and love yourself. It's not selfish to love yourself. It's necessary. As a chosen one, you may spend a lot of time taking care of other people's needs, whether it's helping them grow, serving your community, or fulfilling your spiritual mission. However, neglecting your own needs can lead to burnout and emotional exhaustion, resulting in a diminished capacity to serve others. Self-love means being kind, respectful, and compassionate to yourself. It means putting your mental health first and making time for rest, reflection, and self-care. When you love yourself, you send out a vibration of worthiness that attracts the same kind of love from others. When you practice self-love, you learn to set healthy boundaries and become more aware of what it takes to feel emotionally fulfilled and spiritually aligned. This practice also helps you find a partner who respects your needs. By taking care of your own heart and soul, you build a foundation for love that isn't based on need or dependence, but on mutual respect and admiration. Self-love leads to a relationship that is balanced, fulfilling, and rooted in both self-awareness and deep connection.